I say?
Oh, right. What do your agents report about the neighboring territories?
Well, there are more Alb mutants around than usual. And we don't know what the Albs are planning, but they've unleashed their creatures.
And they're only going for the Morkons?
Not at all. It seems they war against all of the free people.
Where in particular?
They've appeared in parts of Caracas. There are hordes in Ignadon of all places. It seems the Albs are concentrating their defense within their own territory. They've even been sighted in Maricor. It's as if they want to make it difficult for anyone to get into Skyan territory. We don't want the grotto overrun before we achieve our goal. I suggest you take a look. That's what you get for putting others' needs before your own. A never-ending list.
Bring that woman near me again!
You've made that abundantly clear, yes. Your robots gave us a really warm welcome at the end of the road to Caracas, by the way. Thanks for that.
Yes, I admit I acted rashly. However...
I get it. Nasty can make anyone's blood boil. Even an Elexidor.
Perhaps we had best not speak of it again.
What's going on? Any news about the Skyan's troop movements?
We recently had word that a large formation of their troops is approaching. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already taken up positions in front of the depot. Launch an attack soon. We must prepare for the onslaught.
You should negotiate with them.
They've tried. The principal leading them clearly indicated that he will only accept unconditional surrender. He wants our edicts. And needless to say, that is not an acceptable option for anyone here.
Only the weak will perish in the Skyan assault.
It can't be helped. We will not surrender the depot without a fight.
I could try and stop them outside the depot.
That would help us a great deal, even if you could only reduce their numbers. We will take up positions here and wait for the attackers. We must prepare for battle.
soldiers tried to capture the depot. If the Skyans are now entering open confrontation like that, we don't have much time. The Skyans outside the depot have been driven back.
Really? But that... well... you have accomplished what I could not. An impressive demonstration of your effectiveness.
I do what needs to be done.
Truly, you have lost none of the greatness that once made you so renowned. Good work, Jax. The Albs are in your debt. May you be ever as effective as you were today, until we meet again. As I patrol Ignadon, I shall reflect on the lessons presented by recent events.
not been motivated by his fears of the cold turkey of ELEX. It's hard to believe it, assuming that he was the commander in charge of the Ice Palace.
Probability of survival critically low. human survival within critical range.
This is the Batara former command cell. Now where's Principal Tayak?
And out of their midst will come men who will tower above all others, and yet be equal to them.
So you must be Principal Tayak. Didn't know Skyans could speak our language.
What has long rested in darkness has returned to the light of the world. Yes, we speak your language. And yes, they call me Tayak now. A designation of my identity, one that has not completely shed its roots.
You were waiting for me.
I called, and you came.
Why now? Why haven't you tried to negotiate with humans before?
Your attempts to infiltrate Cassandra were impressive. You are worthy of our attention.
What makes you think you have the right to destroy our planet?
It is as much our planet as it is yours. And we will improve it.
Who are you? Where the hell are you from?
The ground beneath you tells our story, but there are few who can remember it now.
But why Magalan? Couldn't you have found another world?
Unless you are aware of an alternative habitat, that is not a viable proposal.
Why invade now? Why not before?
We had not completed our primary research. We would have been unprepared.
You're not giving me straight answers. Just a load of bullshit.
You hear the words, but your mind is too limited to discern the truth behind them.
Why did you call me? What do you want from me?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. If anyone can understand, it would be you.
What the fuck?
You can ask 1,000 more questions, and I could answer them all. And yet your mind would not apprehend this knowledge without the one answer to every question.
And what's that?
Who we are, where we come from, where we are going, and how much time we have left is all at the will of the singularity. It is the source. It is our God. It is the ELEX. And it will be the end of us all.
More damn riddles. How am I supposed to understand anything if everything you say just raises more questions?
Your thoughts are tied in knots, when really it's all so simple. Let me explain it to you from the very beginning. First, there was desire, a shared obsession for eternal life. We were not the only ones with such a desire. There was another, a scientist and inventor, making his name at what was then called the Infinite Skies Corporation.
You're talking about Dawkins.
It was he who invented the formula for immortality. He who discovered the singularity, a celestial body with the necessary laboratory conditions, many light years away. And so the inventor sent a delegation of scientists there, so that they could make his elixir of life a reality. And they succeeded. The first ELEX was created, but the inventor was still here on Magalan. If he was to remain alive for the many decades of research ahead, he would need the first derivative of the ELEX brought to him. And so the comet became the emissary of this miracle, delivering both the ELEX and the cataclysm that would reduce the planet to ashes. The rest of Magalan's story you wrote yourself.
I thought it must have been something like that. Callahan wasn't the only spacecraft sent to save mankind from the comet. There was a second one, carrying a group of scientists. and its name was Cassandra. That's who you are, isn't it? You're the scientist Dawkins sent in search of eternal life. When I first heard what you called yourselves, it sounded like sky ants. But you're not insects. You're not even beings from another planet. You're scientists. And you risked everything, heading into the sky in search of the very essence of life. Everything that's happened to our world over the last 2 centuries. It's because of you. You developed ELEX and brought it here.
My name was once Taylor, but many years of metamorphosis and cellular renewal turned me into something else. Turned us all into something unique. We became the Skyans. I am Tayak now, the guardian of Betara, one of those who will improve Magalan.
You call what you do improving? Killing everything and everyone and building your own world? We've got another word for that. Genocide.
Those who are worthy will be transformed. All others are expendable.
What was it like, being shot into the sky like that?
We are immortal. We can do things the rest of humanity can't even dream are possible. But it has come at a high cost. After centuries near the singularity, developing the ELEX, we began to change. But we came to an even more devastating realization. The singularity was moving. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. Even the most hardened skeptics could no longer deny what we had started to suspect. You see, the ELEX was not just made near the singularity. Many of the components were actually taken from it.
Does that mean?
Yes. The ELEX is part of the singularity, and it wants it back.
That thing. It's on its way here? You stole part of its essence and now it's coming to take it back. To reunite with the ELEX. Is that what you're saying?
Your mind is beginning to see now, to understand.
Why the hell are you telling me this? What do you want?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. You are a DNA replicant of Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins, or Deus, as he is known among Skyans. You have a direct connection to him. Of all living humans, you must know where he is.
As it happens, I have no idea where Dawkins is now. But why is he so important to you?
Those of us who left in the Cassandra space shuttle risked our lives and had to live in open space for decades. Dawkins only had one job. He was to prepare this planet for our return with the first derivative of the ELEX we sent him. But when we finally received word from him and returned, well, so much has gone wrong with this planet in our absence.
So you want to make Dawkins pay for not preparing the planet for you. But that's not the whole story, is it? You don't understand why I still resist your infection, do you? Cassandra's computer told me. My superhuman willpower is a mystery, and you're starting to realize I could be dangerous to you. How am I doing so far?
You see much.
So you want to drag me off to your labs and tie me to one of your dissection tables? Of course. And since I'm Dawkins' DNA replicant, you think I must have the same abilities he does. So take me apart, when you learn all about him, too.
Since you seem to understand everything so clearly, there's no need to prolong things. If you can't help us find him, this conversation is over. Dawkins won't be able to hide forever.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just one more thing.
Enough questions. It is time to study your anomaly. We have very little time before the singularity arrives. We must be prepared. That means expanding our knowledge of mutability, and your DNA could save us many years of research. Now, make your way to one of our research cells. You cannot win the battle with the new ELEX anyway. Sooner or later, you will become one of us.
Then why are you so eager to take me apart? You don't know shit. Anyway, even if it does come to that, it'll be my decision, not yours.
Enough! We need to finish this now.
Over my dead body.
If that is how it must be.
Should have come here!
Fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, it disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.
Negative.
Stale. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.
Damn it. What's wrong with me? No, not now.
Commander, Dawkins detected near Deltara Former.
Damn it! We're too late. The Scions already got him. I don't know what they've got planned for him in Deltara, but whatever it is, it won't be good for us.
Immediate intervention recommended. Risk of compromise 98.6%.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta drag Dawkins out of there before the Scions squeeze everything out of him.
Acknowledged.
Something's happening to me. I think I'm starting to develop the ability to control it. I'm becoming one with the Dark ELEX and its properties. Just as the Scions feared. Dawkins, I will find you, and I will finish this. First Callahan, now the remaining computing units in Magalan. A silent but effective attack on our systems. A diabolical plan by an emotionless machine. Sandra almost got away with it.
Environmental scan initiated. Large amount of debris detected.
Finally. I thought I'd never find you.
Jax, you're here. You came to save my life?
Actually, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Should I ram my gun down your throat now or after you explain things?
I see. I take it you've spoken to the Scions.
Did you really think you'd keep your story secret forever?
No, but I hoped I'd get the chance to explain everything to you before the invaders did.
You've had plenty of chances. If things hadn't turned out this way, you probably would have taken the secret to your grave.
Maybe you're right, but perhaps we should get out of here before...
You're not going anywhere. Not until you tell me everything you've done. To me, to humanity.
Well, seems I don't have much choice. All right, let's talk about it if we must.
When did you find out about the comet heading for Magalan? Was it before or after you started planning to live forever?
The comet wasn't the beginning. I first sighted it 5 years before it crashed here. But even before that, years before, when I was still a young man, I observed a much more significant phenomenon in the sky.
The singularity.
All my research, all the observations, all the calculations, they all told me this was an incredible discovery. It was the answer to all the questions humanity had ever asked, and more. Much more than that. But I didn't have the resources then to fathom its true nature. Then, years later, when the Infinite Skies Corporation was founded, I had my chance. Unlimited resources. Everything I needed. And still, I couldn't really comprehend what I was seeing. It seemed to turn all the laws of physics, all the laws of nature, on their head. The results of my research and the lessons I learned from the Singularity's behavior brought me fame and the recognition of my colleagues. But even when many of them tried to denounce me, I continued my research, though I soon reached the limits of what I could.
What about the DNA replication? Why did you share your genes with me?
I've been trying to prepare the planet for the arrival of the Skyans for years. That's what the Albs and their directive were for. And for a while it was working. But once the Albs set up the first converter in the lands of the Free People, the tide turned. The hybrid, that thing I was a part of once, sensed resistance among the Albs. There were a lot of skeptics and even saboteurs, especially among the technicians. The foundation of a hostile group, the Separatists, became inevitable. But there you were, a highly effective and confident commander. Even then, your willpower was a thing to behold. I replicated my own DNA with that of the Alb with the greatest mental strength I could find to protect myself and my legacy. It was a backup, if you will. Being in the hybrid capsule prevented me from doing anything as mundane as procreating.
That explains your interest in my son. But you won't be going near him again. I'll make sure of that.
After the replication, your willpower became even stronger. You were the only one who could resist being promoted to Elexidor. Even implanting a control chip in your head had little effect. That's one reason I chose you to establish and lead the Sixth Power. If anyone can stop the Skyans, it's you.
How did you create ELEX?
I didn't. It was there all along, in the Singularity itself. ELEX is a part of it. It just needed to be modified and adapted to humans. I was getting old then, increasingly aware of my mortality. I realized I would never reap the rewards of my work if I didn't...
Find a way to live forever.
Yes. Even there, the Singularity helped me set the wheels in motion. But I couldn't do it down here on Magalan. I had to go up, to the Singularity itself. It was the only place with the right conditions. But the journey would have taken far too long. I needed a faster way. A technology you've seen for yourself. It's been a feature of the skies for years, ever since the war against the Albs.
You mean the strange ring the hybrid created?
Correct. An artificial wormhole. A bridge from this world to another. I sent a group of scientists through it. They came back more than 160 years later as highly developed, immortal beings.
Why didn't you go yourself? Why leave it to others?
Because of the comet. This rock, this tremendous destructive force on a collision course with our world. I was afraid if I went with them, we'd return to a planet reduced to rubble and dust.
And that's exactly what happened. You didn't stop it, whether you were here or on the other side of the galaxy.
It wasn't a question of whether it would hit Magalan. The question was whether humanity would survive.
You could have saved the planet. You could have changed the comet's course with your spacecraft.
I tried. I was the one who started projects like Cassandra and Callahan. But when panic breaks out, well, few people are willing to pull together for a common cause.
How did the first ELEX get into the comet?
My Cassandra scientists had to hurry once they reached the Singularity. They quickly had their first success. They sent Blue ELEX back to us on a carrier rocket. But soon after launch, it became clear it would never reach Magalan. A fatal miscalculation they could do nothing to correct. But the rocket could reach the comet that was fast approaching the planet. So they steered it onto its path, and soon, the ELEX was here, and my work could begin.
Your work to prolong your miserable life at the expense of millions of other lives.
Yes, a tragedy, I admit.
How did you manage to smuggle all those scientists aboard Cassandra without anyone realizing it?
At first, nobody knew anything about the comet or any spacecraft. Of course, once things were in the open, I was forced to share my research with everyone. Research that might save a lot of lives, maybe all of them. But Cassandra was to be my project. I kept it secret to make sure it didn't suffer the same fate as Callahan. All people did was argue, blaming mistakes on each other. I couldn't allow that to happen with Cassandra. So
you got rid of anyone who could have talked about it, right?
it was a dark time. Not one I'm proud of.
Your scientists, or whatever they are now, spoke of the singularity as if it were a god.
Isn't it? It contains secrets that no one, not even I, could ever discover. Not in 1,000 lifetimes of research. It gives eternal life. It creates new life forms from nothing. It decides whether we all live or die.
Principal Teac says it's moving towards us. It could hit us at any moment. And from what you're telling me, this is nothing like a simple comet. This will destroy us all.
So what is it, if not pure divinity?
Stop fucking with me. How do we stop it, genius?
The Skyans have been set on their path from the very beginning. It's this plan that drives them. It's their reason for being. The reason anyone who gets in its way is destroyed.
Oh yeah? So what is this plan?
All in good time, Jax. We need to survive this war before we can move on to the next one.
Where does this great willpower come from? What did you do to me that even the Skyans don't understand?
The gifts to exercise great power over ELEX are rooted in the configuration and harmonies of an individual's DNA. And willpower is one of these gifts. There are others, such as superhuman creativity or imagination, or superhuman strategic and mathematical problem-solving. You and I are not just the humanoid anomalies the Skyans would have us believe. We are ELEX elementals, my friend. Our gifts give us the power to shape both ourselves and the fate of the world.
Why the sixth power? Why so much effort?
Because the Skyans want to level the planet, and I no longer have the power to stop them. I'm not one of them anymore. I'm their enemy.
Who can blame them for wanting you dead? All these elaborate schemes, all that effort, and for such a long time.
Well, that's the price of eternal life, and I'm paying it now.
And so is everyone else, you bastard. You're nothing but a murderer.
Maybe, but the Skyanids are far worse. Just think of the sheer scale of what they're doing.
And what about what we did in those converters? Squeezing the ELEX out of people.
What is it you want, Jax? Justice? World peace? What's that compared to standing before God and being granted eternal life?
You've done nothing but lie and manipulate me. Well, I'm done. The super soldier you bred to serve you quits right here and now.
There's no need for us to be at odds, Jax.
Of course there is. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Fine, if that's the way you want it. Just don't expect me to give up without a fight. If I win, I promise to honor your legacy. Your work will not have been in vain.
Enough talking. Let's end this now.
As you wish.
Big mistake!
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
I need to put an end to the riots going on in the land of the free people. The Sixth Power must be able to work in peace. Most importantly, the biggest problem facing my faction needs to be worked out. We need clear heads. Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by.
Doesn't matter. I need to keep going. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left to fight for. Damn it. There's still so much to get done.
for improvement assessed as high. Recommend immediate evasion.
That. Let's see what happens now. There's still too many mutants in practice. The number of mutants in Ignadon is still too damn high. Still a lot to do.
System optimization initiated. Recommend environmental analysis.
hard work. What else is on the list? There's still too many mutants in Caracas. We're still not ready.
Life support conditions within acceptable parameters.
Too easy.
probability of ambush high. Recommend reinforcements be requested.
Close. Their numbers are dropping. There's still a few more to defeat before we can feel safe again. Let's go through...
I'm a busy man.
Before we begin the assault on the main former in Marikor, we have a few things to tidy up.
Indeed. And standing here won't get them done.
Oh,
Those vile heathen.
leave the berserkers to me.
If just one of those infidels sets foot in the grotto, I'll hold you personally.
settle.
There's that. Let's see what happens now. It won't stay peaceful for long, but I think the biggest threats to us Morkons have finally been eliminated. Patriarch Victor should know about this.
What was I saying?
Oh, right. The Berserkers won't get anywhere near the grotto. Trust me.
Well, I must admit, you have impressive destructive tendencies. They'll get you far.
Let's go. I think the biggest threats to the Morkons have been taken care of.
Good work. The more destruction you unleash, the closer you come to Ravok's warm embrace.
In Ravok's name.
In Ravok's name. No. Go forth and punish the rest of the world. It's yours.
Stand by.
I've taken care of the riots going on in the lands of the Free People. That'll help out. We've cleared all the obstacles that have stopped us from marching into Marikor. Now the Sixth Power can do what it was meant to do. I'll go through the plan of attack in Marikor with Thialk. But what then? We still haven't got a plan for how we're going to get the gateway open.
Probability that Cassandra will cooperate, 0%.
Yeah, I know, little guy. Her machines aren't taking any half measures. Nobody can match up to their willpower.
Analyzing.
Also, I still don't know how we're supposed to get in. Let's take care of the other things first. I'll figure out the rest as we go.
Acknowledged.
No. Go forth and punish.
This is it. Let's gather the forces of the Sixth Power and march into Marikor.
Yes. Now is the time. I've received reports of Skyan troops moving into Marikor. A principal and his combat troop are waiting in the center of Marikor on the command of the main former. Another is located in the corporate ruins to the west of this territory. There's also a group of Skyhands in one of the Skyanid-infested sectors on the front line in Marikor. Reportedly, there's a second group directly behind them, in the uninhabitable sector. Of course, they're at the entrance to the pass that leads to this cursed land of Marikor. All factions are about to invade our territories with their primary forces. If we don't deal with this now, it may already be too late.
So what's your plan?
Our military...
Think about it. Dex, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you...
I have to tell you about the spirits. I heard their voice again.
What are you talking about?
It was when I was in Tavar, near the former there. I could sense the strange presence. Remember how I told you about it?
Yeah, I remember. You said there was something... that was just...
Well, it's back. Only this time it's coming from somewhere else. I can hear them. It's like ghosts talking.
So, you hear voices. Okay. And what do you want me to do?
I have to go there. We have to go there.
Maybe I should whip your ass instead.
I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but...
I believe you. Just look at who your mother and father are. You were always going to be special. Besides, so much crazy stuff has happened lately. There isn't much that can surprise me anymore. The thing is, I have a hell of a lot of stuff to do, Dex.
I know, but this is really important.
What do these voices say? What are they talking about?
It's always just fragments, never whole sentences, but they say things like analyzing, marching orders, troop movement, or sensor range, algorithm, or control unit 0.
Wait a minute. Did you just say control unit 0? That's the identifier for Cassandra, the central computer of the main... Well, that's what it sounds like, at least. So, my son is on his way to the Alfara former. Time for some additional preparations. I should hurry. I can't leave Dex alone too long.
Father! There you are. It's just like I said.
I will. Take care of yourself, Dex.
I can't work out exactly where Cassandra's voice is directed, but I'll keep trying. We should take a look around Alfara first. I'll know when we get to the best spot. Come here! It would probably be better if we were directly in the path of the voice. So sure. Could also be a research cell. Hurry! Before the voice goes quiet again!
Central Farmer Unit located. Initializing takeover. Connection established. Data transferred.
Here it is. This is where Cassandra's voice is aimed at.
So, she's still doing it.
She hasn't stopped the whole time. She really wants to get at something. Oh, it's that capsule over there.
This thing looks a lot like the capsule Dawkins was stuck in when he was the hybrid.
Cassandra keeps trying to get the capsule's controls, but something's stopping her.
Is that old world technology?
I don't know, but it's some kind of blind spot for Cassandra. Whatever she wants to do with it, she can't control it. And it's connected to the central computer cell. That's like a direct line to the synapses of the former.
This thing here. Could we use it to eavesdrop on Cassandra without her noticing?
More than that, I bet you can get direct access to her identity. If we're lucky, it might even give us access to her control algorithms. But I'd have to climb inside and link my mind to this machine.
What if you're wrong?
I wasn't playing with toys while you were away, Father. It's not the first time I messed around with these things. The Outlaws had lots of junk and technology just lying around. I learned to use it while I was there. I mean, that's what I was supposed to do, right? That's why you sent me to them in the first place.
You're really something special. I know that, but
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
if Cassandra can't control that capsule, why doesn't she just destroy it?
An AI can use a capsule like this to connect a human being to its own synapses. She wouldn't throw out something like that just because it didn't work properly. She'll want to fix it. I think that's what Cassandra's been trying to do all along.
You want to go inside that thing? No way am I letting you do that.
But think about it. If I'm right, we could solve all our problems at once.
You're too important to risk on some crazy experiment.
All this time, I've been trying to find some way of helping you. And now finally I can. And you're not going to let me?
It's just too...
Too dangerous? That's what you always say. But we can't waste this chance.
But why does it have to be you? Let's get someone else to do it.
No one else can hear Cassandra's voice. I'm the only one.
Damn it, Dex.
You know I'm right. I have to get into the capsule so we can use it to attack the AI and the main former.
I'm not going to talk you out of this, am I?
Let me try, please.
Okay, let's do it.
I won't let you down. If this works like I think it will, I'll set up a channel with your drone. So if you'll want to talk to me, you'll have to use Crony, okay?
Hurry, before I change my mind.
Probability. Dex message. Loud and clear, Father. You sound worried. You didn't think I could do it?
So it actually works. It is him. How you doing in there?
Dex message. It's sort of uncomfortable. I can't feel my body. But wow, the view in here. Cyberspace. All around me. The things I can see, Father. It's mind-blowing.
What about Cassandra?
Dex message. She gave up trying to tap in and left. Dex message. But I guess she might be back later, huh?
Don't get caught.
Dex message. Okay, but I need to keep looking at the Alfara circuits and algorithms. I still don't fully understand everything. But Alfara isn't our goal, right? I need to find out how I can get to Cassandra.
Make sure she doesn't turn your brain into toast.
Dex message. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. No, I'll be careful. I'll report back once I know more. Stand by. Commander, message...
Absolutely.
Please wait. Hold your position. The curators here will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Ah, damn it. Cassandra's trying to take you over again. It's getting annoying now.
Overriding data protocol.
Good idea, buddy. Activate enhanced security protocols. Cassandra's getting bolder. She's starting to become a real threat. Are you sure it was Dex that tried to contact you?
Probability of identity of data transfer. Dex, 95.3%.
Good enough for me. Hopefully Cassandra hasn't overpowered him yet. Did you manage to read anything from the data that'll help us?
Report. Dex plan to take control of Cassandra underway. Assistance possible. Overcoming Cassandra security system of primary importance. Use of low-traffic Cassandra external node point recommended. Classification, harmless. Dex recommends biotransformer near Alfara. High data throughput, low security.
Good. Let's connect to it as soon as possible. We gotta hurry. Dex is in danger.
Acknowledged.
Oh no. Let's keep going. Oh, madness.
Probability of survival critically low. Here is Cassandra's external node point. Classification still harmless.
Okay. Now work your cyberspace magic. Dex will be waiting for you. I'll keep an eye out in case Cassandra sends any henchmen.
Acknowledged.
Registering enemy takeover. Initializing security protocols. Holding position. Curators will... Error. Initiating reboot sequence. Loading new identity.
Algorithm confirmed. Reboot sequence completed.
Dex, is that really you?
Yes, Father. It's me.
Cassandra infiltrated. Takeover complete.
Did it work? Dex, can you hear me? How are you doing?
Dex message. Everything's fine. I just have a few things to take care of.
Be careful, little guy. Onward.
Maybe we should discuss our plan again. The attack in Morkon. Commander, things have turned out as we feared. The enemy have advanced from main former Cassandra. They're ready to invade our territories. We're awaiting your orders to advance and put an end to them. We will honor those who marched with us into Morkon. Advance!
Air pressure and temperature normal.
Is a danger. Deploy your... I'll try to make sure you return. Good luck on the battlefield and in the main former. May our casualties not be in vain. Commander, for Magalan.
Yes, let's do that. The Skyan troops are still being led by a principal. In the center of Morkon. In this infested region in front of the pass into the land. In the uninhabitable region in the east. In the corporate ruins in the west. And don't forget the hordes of Skyanid and other Skyan attackers. We still have a lot to do if we want to win.
Let's defeat them quickly before they invade our territories.
Oneward. What is it now? They're just sitting there waiting to be slaughtered. How much longer before we attack?
Advance!
Yes! Let's do this! Oneward. I don't want to get there and find out we're just sitting there with our thumbs up our asses listening to stories. So you let me know when the real shit's gonna kick off. I got my own stuff to do. Got it.
You'll regret this!
Terrain unstable. Recommend caution.
We're gonna get real close in person! We're gonna get real close!
Is this all there is to them? Let's see what else we can get out of this. Have fun doing, whatever it is you're doing next.
vehicle within critical range.
That still wasn't everything.
Critical risk. Recommend immediate evasion.